Oh my God, Tyra Banks, but she still had a show. Oh shit. Oh Jesus. Remember these shows, everyone? Oh my God, I feel like it's yesterday. Look at the nostalgia. 2042, everyone. Remember this 30 years ago? Supernatural. Oh my God, yeah, that's Arrow is still on. The CW Arrowverse. Oh, Nikita was on, wasn't it? Nikita. One of the few good shows, Maggie Q.
I know where I'm at my best. Driving down Crazy Street next to you.
Oh, wait. We have to use the converter box. Okay, now we turn on the TV. Where is it? Ooh, blue screen. Because they ended analog TV, what? 2010, 29, 2010? Whatever. Blue screen, exciting, can't be seen. Ah, yes, and she's right. It is the end. Well, this is from 2014, 2015. So yeah, this is sad. So we're going to be looking at CW's Vortex, the final sort of traditional network television Saturday morning lineup. And anybody who was born in 2007 at the earliest will remember, and by the time they remember, they forget. It's like, hey, what was that Saturday morning cartoons about, Mom? So, you know, it's really going to be a sad thing. So we're going to look at Iron Man Adventures. We're going to look at a little bit of WWE because there's copyright and blocking of videos and shit from the WWE, even if there's new management. We're going to look at Justice League Unlimited. We're going to look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal and a couple of other things. About 5 different shows and some commercials, okay? I mean, it's going to be sad. I mean, this was the thing that kind of broke all of our hearts. It was the sports, NFL, NBA, MLB, European Soccer League, whatever. It all took over this stuff. So, I mean, after this, there were still some educational shows on NBC, CBS, but we'll probably cover some of that in the epilogue. We have 2 more shows after this. 2 more Saturday morning specials after this. Ah, look at the CGI. Kind of reminds me of the Spider-Man one, right? The Spider-Man CGI.
I don't know, man. Something about him just seems a little off.
Let's see another transformation.
Really bizarre.
Here we go. Ah, look at that. These kids would be in their 30s, right?
It's got anti-gravity tech, so it's not 1 billion pounds.
Wow.
Neat, huh?
Now I'll tell you, this is much like the last time I missed cartoons in the morning was probably Batman Gotham Knights, you know, the Bruce Timm Batman universe after Rudomsky, Batman Superman Adventures. So this is the first cartoon in the morning. If you missed it, you missed it. I think there were other ones too, like Bolts and Blip, some CGI cartoons. Remember Lost Brats of the Space Nebula? That was a Jim Henson one. Lost Brats of the Space Nebula. Another one I didn't cover because it's kind of was Lunatics Unleashed, which was the Bugs Bunny. Yeah, the Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner superhero team like Batman Beyond, but that was a different thing. So it was strange. It was funny because I don't know how long, it probably didn't last very long, mostly because of Disney's acquisition of Marvel, I believe. So this only lasted as long as it could. And so it was just funny to see Iron Man on a Warner Brothers type lineup, even though it was called CW, or it was called Vortex at this point. So it's called CW's Vortex, but you had Iron Man. So somehow Iron Man got in there. It's kind of like when Gotham was on Fox, and then Disney bought Fox, and then that was in Gotham, I think. That's that should be one of the reasons why we only had 5 seasons of Gotham. I don't have too much to say. I mean, it's worth checking again. I like the idea that you had a young Tony, a young Rhodey, and some other person. It reminds me very much of the sort of the Ultimate Iron Man miniseries, and that was a thing that kind of came and went. I have a lot of those Ultimate Marvel comic books that I really need to reorganize. And once I reorganize them, I have a better grip on the Marvel stuff that but before we had the MCU, we had Ultimate Marvel. So that's the stuff I think of right now. When I see 17, 18-year-old Tony Stark, I'm thinking of all that stuff, you know. And they did that with Spectacular Spider-Man and there's been other projects. So that's that one. So I don't have too much to say. I got to rewatch it again. I'm sure I can buy the episodes somewhere.
Come on, we need to figure out how to navigate this thing.
Shockwave, prepare to fire them. Watch.
So Transformers Prime. Now this is the Wii. I think this is the Wii U version, not the Wii version. I have the Wii version. So much like Star Trek Prodigy, much like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, much like the Clone Wars, Star Wars, much like Beware the Batman and Green Lantern the animated series. This is one of those things where it didn't last too long. I say Clone Wars is still the winner of lasting the longest. But yeah, you had these kids, and you had some of the same actors from other cartoons come onto this one. I liked it. I think I'd have to watch it again. Yeah, you could say, well, the original ones were the best. I would say Transformers the movie was the best because you had Optimus Prime falling to his death at the beginning. There's just so many things. I mean, I like some of these things that you have here. As a modern day Transformers show, it was pretty good. Beast Wars was actually the first CGI cartoon, and then this is the second one. But I guess it's more traditional because you could recognize Optimus Prime and Megatron. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it was good for the time it came out. I don't know if I think the first two seasons were on the CW, and I believe the third and final season was somewhere else on another network or cable show, digital show. Is that right? I was gonna say Freeform, but I think it was somewhere else that you saw it. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. If you've watched the G1s already and you're looking for more, I mean, this is the best one I think of last decade. Transformers are okay. So here's my favorite ones. Okay, I don't know if I liked Beast Wars. I'm kind of dismissive of it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like Transformers. But my top favorite ones are the original one from the 80s, and then from the 2000s would have to be Armada, and then this one. So this is like my third favorite one. No! Stupid falling deaths. Let's see if she actually gets past that. Let's see if she makes it to the end of the bridge. Okay, she makes it to the end. Let's see if anything happens here. Anything happen here? Story-wise? Okay, she makes it up the bridge. Yeah, there weren't many female Transformers. There was like in the movie, but you rarely saw them. They're here to help the creator and the AI in New Asia.
Your pet human, RC. If I were you, I'd call him strategic weakness.
She's probably my favorite. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Over the North Pole is the straightest route. Rookie.
She's always blah, 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 my cousin. Blah, 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 my cousin. Like, we don't know who she means. Check me out. I'm Supergirl.
Ask me. The only thing that matters is we all pulled through.
Shut up, Pat. It wasn't World War III. It was a giant turtle.
If I was you, I wouldn't talk behind somebody's back when they got superheroes.
Of course. Truly was the end. Yeah, I do miss Saturday morning superheroes, don't you? Now, I guess I'll do a little retrospective. For me, for the beginning, it was Super Friends, right? Super Friends started out in 73, went on, off and on. They had the greatest Super Friends, the world's greatest Super Friends, the challenge of the Super Friends in 78. And then they had Super Friends 1980, and they had the Superpowers, the Super Friends Hour, and then the Galactic Guardians. It really is sad. And even though this was not a new show, this started on Cartoon Network. Justice League original started on Cartoon Network in 2001. This one started in 2004. Kind of based on the Batman Beyond name, which I liked a lot. I like that. I like that five group of people. You had Warhawk, who was out of his mind. Like he's like steroid induced. You got Barda, who was like she had problems too. She had a temper. I liked Marina, and you had Micron. You didn't see very much, and Superman, old Superman. Um, and this is here. What you're looking at is all the superheroes. So there hadn't been a proper Justice League cartoon on network television in a very long time. A very long time. Probably like what we're talking about, almost 30 years. And here we have like reruns, but the best things you remember about it. You had Supergirl in the new costume. I liked her old T-shirt costume with the T-shirt and the blue skirt. Um, I mean, these are all the superheroes you see. Now, most of them act idiotic and petty and dumb like that. It was kind of getting mindless, I think, with this show. The first few episodes of the first season or two of Justice League was very good. The Justice Lords, when Superman died, but he really wasn't dead, he was transported to time. Those are some good ones. What we're looking at are the remnants of what once was. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it again. Like people like Bruce Timm and Butch Ludwig made some very good shows, but after the last couple of animation projects, I think they're at this point where Bruce Timm's like, oh, okay, what's this one? Okay, yeah, approved. What's this one? Oh, okay, approved. What's this one? Okay, approved. He's McDing it, McD's. Okay, he's just kind of like whatever looks good that fits in a schedule, and let's go, ship it out. And after a while, the imagination, the love, the passion, because I guarantee you, Bruce Timm isn't working as hard as he used to. Even though he's had new projects and he's put new things, the imagination, the adventure of creating new things that fans will love is gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. It's just not coming back. And I'm saying that I think he's working on Creature Commandos. Am I correct in that? Somehow he's overseeing Creature Commandos uh, for James Gunn. I have to see if there's any pictures of them together. Hey, I'm at James Gunn's house. We're having a nice barbecue. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, this was fun. I mean, I liked Justice League New Frontier. I liked some of the guest stars. You had the Wonder Years brothers. What is it? Fred Savage and the other guy. They were Hawk and Dove. There were some nice cameos. Overall, I think this was okay. And let's go to the last two cartoons. Now, due to copyright and risking of getting my channel struck or anything, I mean, you know how WWE was, okay? Even under new management, no longer under Vince McMahon, I'm still not going to take any chances. But here's a scene from WWE's Saturday Morning Slam, not to be confused with Raw or WCW or ECW or SmackDown. And I remember they had some segment. Now, obviously, you have to have the wrestling. I do remember the WWF back then, as it was called, and Gene Okerlund, and you had a very cool show. It was like watching the early days before Raw. I used to watch WWF wrestling. You had Hulk Hogan, you had Andre the Giant, that's when they announced that Andre the Giant had passed away. I don't know how long the show lasted, but it was on Fox. And that was my earliest memories of, and it was after cartoons, and you would watch it, and you'd see. I think Gene Okerlund actually narrated everything. This is the newer version, the 2010 version, the 2012 version, and it would have like educational, idiotic parody segments or whatever some educational stuff, like John Cena was in it. But after that, it was just yeah, you'd see wrestling segments, you'd see all kinds of people. This is like anybody who was left over from the Attitude Era was here. And yeah, Saturday Morning Slam. There's who's this guy? That's not Rey Mysterio, is it? Is that Rey Mysterio? I don't know about that. Maybe. It sucked. It sucked, everybody. Well, whatever. I mean, it was a W. At least it got people excited about the show. Honestly. Yeah. So this is Day of Reckoning 2, but yeah, this is the original stuff, man. This is when the GameCube was at, and they made some really great realistic graphics. So yeah, some good stuff. But at least it introduced like children to new things. So let's go ahead and move to commercials. Oh, not to commercials. We got one more before we get copyright struck.
Bye-bye, traitor.
The only thing going bye-bye is your monster's attack. I activate Utopia's special ability.
Yuma, don't! If you use that, you're gonna get slammed by that avalanche trap!
Yeah, the last Yu-Gi-Oh that I can remember. Have there been any more Yu-Gi-Oh shows after this? I don't know. I don't think so. There was Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh GX, which was on Fox. And I think it was on CW, then CW4 Kids, so it moved between networks. And then there's Zexal. Sometimes they call it Sexual. I don't know why. So this is what? I mean, is this in the distant future, I guess? Is this like Yu-Gi-Oh's great-great-great-great-great-grandson? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It kind of, the way that they have the battle, I mean, it kind of always reminds me of, I guess if you see, was it Yokai Watch and Yu-Gi-Oh kind of similar. Yeah, it's another mindless one, but if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, you're familiar with this one. There's so many, this is the manga that you're looking at. Used to go to Little Tokyo a lot years ago, and they would have manga of all the things. I have the Viz manga of Zelda. There's Zelda Viz manga. They have them in nice books now. Yeah, I guess this is okay. Not much to say. I think this was the last cartoon that you'd watch before the end. All right, everyone, let's look at commercials now. I've lost my emotional ties.
Mark, are you crazy?
Next Saturday on Justice League Unlimited.
Oh my god.
It's a farce.
Oh, yeah.
No good.
Just had to do with the Justice Lords and all that stuff.
Dollars on a fake presidential campaign.
Oh.
All just to tick Superman off.
Oh no. So there's what is that? What is that? Dragon Ball Z. Because I don't care about Dragon Ball Z. It's that thing you're supposed to watch.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy.
Oh, I remember this ad. This is a recent one. Imagine if you're a male. Kowalski, if you're watching this, Kowalski, imagine that you're the girl.
Every day, kids
Imagine if girls did that to a boy.
Your crush is looking at you.
Imagine girls doing this to a boy
want to help.
and not a girl.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one...
Teach your kids.
That's Amber Heard as a teenager.
Visit Stop
Imagine that. Kowalski, you know what I'm talking about. Look at that shit. That commercial stuck with me. That ad stuck with me for years. I've never forgotten that. Fuck those girls.
Don't look at me.
Let's skip this one. Oh, we got.
Time on Dragon
Oh
Ball
yes,
Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Remember all the chapters and shit. That's in Perfect Cell or no, that's Perfect Cell.
Where he gave his
Watch out! Oh, it's Dragon Ball Z Kai, the ocean. Kai means ocean in Japanese. Watch out for your Dragon Balls. I forgot that they showed Sonic X on the CW for kids. CW Vortex. Is this a mobile game? This looks like before Sea of Thieves. Oh my god. What is this shit? What is all this? Oh my god. No, no thank you. Yeah, that's Bolts and Blip. I don't remember them very well. I guess it's okay.
folks,
Justice League Unlimited.
Check out the Air-Mazing Kid in his Air-Mazing shoes from Skechers.
Yeah.
The kid who runs fast, jumps high, and plays hard. We have the shoe for you. Why be...
What's that? Oh yeah, the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Next Saturday at 9 a.m.
Yeah, good cartoon. I love the twist at the end. Norman Osborn was the Green Goblin. Of course he was.
Vortex gets bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one's mine, Detective.
You had the Enforcers, you had the Shocker, you had Rhino, and Sandman, Venom.
Today, everything changes.
Yep.
I've never been so pumped. But once I'm making all the right moves.
Yep.
Expect the spectacular.
What a time.
And roll out the red and blue carpet.
Never take these times for granted. Before you know it,
Vortex.
it's 2030.
Spectacular Spider-Man. Next Saturday at 9 a.m. Vortex on the CW. Vortex. Stealth and speed in the Vortex. Oh.
What? Oh,
You
shit.
get tongue tied for your tongue too. Especially more packages of baby bottle pop.
Rated
What's
everyone
this
chatted
one?
up.
We just played Disney Infinity. It had all
Oh
my
yeah, I have some of those. I have some of those figures.
The Incredibles, Monsters
I played a little bit. I have it on the Wii. This is okay, but wow, Disney really they disowned this after Star Wars. So they did this one, Marvel superheroes, and then Star Wars. And that was the end of it. They got rid of all their figures. They sold it out like at big prices. That kind of sucked. Good to everyone who bought all these. I have like a lot of these from season 1.
Look at all this.
Oh my god.
Sure, my name's
What happened to Chucky? Remember when Chuck E. Cheese had that top hat, the bowler hat, and the tuxedo, or the little bow tie? Then he had the red shirt, and then he now looks like a skater. But then he lost weight. And it looks like an actual... I saw a dead mouse on the sidewalk today. You don't want that in your pizza. Yeah, bolts and blip.
Time to get the Thunderbolts of
Oh yes. This is not 80s Smurfs.
Are back at McDonald's. So take a
No.
deep breath, hang on to your party pants, and choose something smart, like milk. Now
Smurfette.
you can sink your
We
teeth
miss
into the
Smurfette.
Smurfiest Happy Meal ever. You can even get a Smurf of your very own.
Yep.
Okay, everyone.
The 80s it's not.
Surprise!
I do believe this is the promo for Vortex. This is where they show all the cartoons. This is where everybody acts stupid. This is why Saturday morning cartoons have died. Oh my god. This is where they just pop their gum and pick their nose and all this shit. Don't. Yep, this stupid shit. No, kids, you're not doing well. No! our future. They become mumble rappers. See, I know what's going on. I know what's going on today, even though I don't have kids.
So action-wax.
No. No. Oh my god, fuck that. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up.
On the CW.
Well, I hope you had as much fun watching this as I did putting it together. However, converted, because we love converter boxes. And man, what a time. It's sad. We have 2 more to go. We got 2 more. We got UTV Hollywood cartoons that I watched that happened to be on a Saturday morning. And the finale, which is just kind of reflecting on all the stuff that we have seen before and the future. And what is it? What is the future? And here we see the end. No more promos. This is it. I don't know what this fucking music is. Do I care? Should I care? I don't think there was any more music on the last one. But yeah. This is literally watching your life slip away. You're on life support. They pulled the plug. That's all there is to it.
You're watching.
And then the news replaced everything.